Royalty Beauty Brands is a female, Black-owned beauty company with all of your cosmetic needs in mind. Right now, we offer hair extensions, eyelash extensions, and our flagship product, Yumbella Lip Glam. Coming soon to add to our product line will be promo merchandise, lip oil, lip scrub, beard oil, body butter, body soap, and makeup, to name a few. Every product is vegan friendly and carefully made with the consumer in mind. Check out our Royalty Beauty Brand social media and go to our website to sign up for our exclusive mailing list for discount codes and to place an order. Don't forget to leave us some feedback. Royalty Beauty Brands. We see the beauty in you.
We hustle, but the night we
know that the ride or die.
Welcome to the House of the Princess.
I keep waiting on my seat. Know that the ride or die.
I'm 50% righteous, 50% ratchet.
we hustle, but the night
Waiting on my seat. Know that the ride or die. My name came up a lot of sounds. More when
Thank
I
y'all
was
for
not
joining
around.
us.
Certain people that I know.
Good evening, good morning to some, good night. How are you doing this evening? I know people weren't expecting me to go live, and heck, I wasn't even quite expecting to go live. I've been wanting to go live for a while, and I got so much content. The streets is hot, and I just haven't been able to do it. You know, I got a few things going on, and I'm almost at the finish line with that. But I just wanted to get started, and especially after somebody asked me today about my thoughts, doing a review on R&B Queens. So what I decided to do is like break down all of these things into smaller videos, and I'll probably do some pre-records. I'm definitely up past my bedtime tonight. So in the meantime, in between time while you're here, I am asking you to like the video, okay? Show some manners, and go ahead and press the like button as you're getting comfortable. Take your shoes off, get your little cool beverage or your midnight snack, you know what I'm saying? If you on the replay and everything. Do that. Look, Dr. J, I'm glad I turned on YouTube because I can't see this on my YouTube side, on my StreamYard side. Dr. J say, what the hell? Am I up too late for you? Is it too much different? Sound different. Let's do a little work. Hi, Miss Jackie Trace. How are you doing? Christine, how you doing? Happy hump day. Are you finished humping yet? Hey, KMB. And I know a few of my good friends, my good girlfriends and children, they're wrapping up other lives or whatever. So definitely, if you're asleep at this time also. Oh, why did I think this was the same person? Hey, Janet. Press the like button, subscribe to the channel. If this is your first time here, I would really appreciate it. It's a great way to support the channel for the free 99. Oh, yeah. Okay, so anyway, I'm not going to like dilly-dally a whole lot because I know it just takes a minute for the people if they scrolling and getting notifications late as hell, all that kind of stuff, because I be testing it. Sometimes I'll be in the live and I know the live is starting at a certain time and I'll scroll and see it already started. And I'll be in the live and not get the notification till like 5 minutes later. You know, I asked for the notification. So it bees like that sometimes. So, but anywho, if you don't have your notifications on, please go put your notification on all. And that way you can know whenever I'm going to go live. the daughter of Zion. How are you? How are you? I'm doing okay. So look, Mr. Rocky Bivens, if you looked at the thumbnail, his new name is Old Nika Pope, okay? Because he has thought that um he has compared himself to Olivia Pope, and he is well connected, and we are going to go into that. This is a review of Tasha K. Like, this is, and just him, this video is just about him, because it's going to take multiple videos to hit back and dig deep into some of these things that he has said, or the things that are going on with Escape. And I'm just going to take my time, all right? Because they're different entities. So this video is really about that interview with Tasha K, and how he spun around in circles. And I don't think he really answered one question the whole damn live. Okay. So, Tasha starts off, and, you get the intro or whatever. And it is obvious that he is well aware that she has done that interview with Miss Unique. Of course, they're playing commercials throughout the interview and putting it out there. But she really did keep most of this under wraps. But it's funny how he knew a lot about it, right? So she told him, like, look, first of all, I have 5 years of text messages between you and that girl. And I got at least two other women. And all of these women do not know about each other. Some of them got the same information about you. You slept with these women. They finna take you down, sir. Um, and I'm putting this story out. Mr. Onika's stance was the whole time deny, deny, deny. And you could tell that he's a malignant narcissist just even with his speech. And also being a girl for the most of my life living in Chicago, but I'm also born here, which is something he's not. We don't claim him. Okay, born and raised in Chicago, I know a fast talking critter when I see one, and he's one of those. And usually those are the bums, the broke ones, the ones that's trying to steal your money out your pocket. If you can let them talk, like if you try to slow them down, it'll make them mad because they'll know they can't get one over on you. Okay. And this is basically, what's going on. Let's see what his line said. No, God. Oh, we're going to talk about that too on the 7th. I think I made a decision about that earlier today. So look, he went right into R. Kelly. He says he respected what Tasha has done based on, her stuff going with R. Kelly, um, how she's done it, and he's been following her since the beginning, and when she really got hot doing those R. Kelly interviews. That's really when I found Tasha too. But due to me digging and his connection with R. Kelly, I do not think that he was watching her do the R. Kelly interviews for nothing more than try to protect himself. You can't, lead me to believe that Rocky Bivens is just a Tasha K fan. Most men are not Tasha K fans. The majority of her fans are women. So you mean to tell me you up on the road all the time and you just be looking at, hey, winos, time to raise that man, get the hell out of here with that, okay? You was not checking for no goddamn Tasha K. Oh, and I should have told y'all I saw Weez. See, yeah, that's how YouTube been playing with me lately. It's only because they've been on the side, so they gotta get even. I got the notification. So you're not gonna tell me that he's been checking for Tasha K, or he running over to see what the winos doing. Please, okay. So I think that was just he starts off the commercial. He starts off the conversation trying to blow smoke up her asshole. And you could tell by her face she wasn't buying it. No way. But that's how slanderers do, critics do. They want to tell you that you're beautiful or they like you just so they can get on your good side, thinking that they want to disarm you. But you have to find the right woman for that. He's used to doing LaTosha like that. Tasha K, on the other hand, she's a journalist. She's heard that before. You have to, run around the block before you get to doing that kind of stuff with her. So, he goes into telling on himself within 5 minutes of the video. He was like, we got a legal issue, and that girl over there, it's a legal issue. He did so much damn stuttering, it was ridiculous. And then he proceeds to say, we are not having this conversation. Now, I forgot to see if Georgia was a two-party state, but if Rocky was traveling down the road moving, it don't matter no way. But because they're on tour in the tour bus. But you had to know that this woman was recording the conversation, right? For you to say, we're not having a conversation. That was the dumbest stuff, ever. What did you think Tasha gonna do? She's on the record with you as the interviewee. But I'm telling you, who was that Miss Jenkins on in Living Color, whatever it was. I'm not the one to gossip, you ain't here for me. No, we heard it from you, sir. Okay. So then he gets to say, when I get done showing you everything, because from the door he's talking about it's federal. It's federal. What is federal, sir? What are you doing? Or what about your life is so goddamn interesting that the federal government has to be watching? If that's the case, they're tapping your phone line, sir. They're watching where you're going. It's federal. What is federal, sir? And he said, when I get done doing what I'm going to do, Tasha, you're going to be saying, I'm so glad I didn't get in that. I feel right then and there, that was his first threat that he put out there. When I get done, you're going to be saying, I'm so glad I didn't get in that. Well, she didn't say that she wasn't going to involve herself in anything. So are you telling her in a slick tip, don't get into this situation? You know what I'm saying? Like, it was, a mess from the start, and he is a mess. He basically said he was a cleanup man for celebrities that clean up his stuff too. Man, please, he can't even clean up his house. Go ahead. So now he goes to telling on himself some more. She said, look, I got pictures of you. All the women got compared to pictures and things like that. And he said, no, she don't have no pictures. This girl crazy. I want y'all to listen to this part today. When Tamika went live today, she mentioned that he had hacked into her phone or called the phone company, did whatever he did to get nude pictures out of her phone, right? So Rocky goes in the interview, said, I don't have nothing to do with federal when them pictures got tapped into. Well, see, Unique and none of the other girls are saying that he tapped anything or anything to be tapped into. So what are you talking about, sir? So for me, that made me think, did you just tell on yourself that you tapped into Tamika's phone, which that would be something federal? Because Tasha never asked you that shit. But you admitted to that, sir. You said nobody had a picture of your penis. So what are we talking about? When you just immediately in a conversation going to everything's federal and pictures is tapped into. So I think I could be wrong that part was telling, especially when we fast forward to today, when we're talking about naked pictures and stuff like that. This is what a lot of people saying. We're gonna get into that, and we finna get into this. So he also mentions unique, and he just ranting, and I thank God that Tasha just was looking into the air and just letting him talk, and he basically was mostly having a conversation with himself. And he says, Shorty, he didn't even like to call her name till he docked her. She going to jail. She a scammer. Her whole family is scammer. Her mama and her brothers are scamming down in New Orleans. And he started doxing her then. But my thing is this: if she's a scammer and you knew it, you liked it, and you're implicated in it. So I think that was low key also another threat put out really to her. He's out here scamming and stealing and doing things, and I'm gonna say allegedly one time. You know, I put a banner out in the beginning. I don't give a damn. Okay, sue me, nigga. Um, but I think instead of trying to sue me and sue small people, maybe you need to go be trying to figure out where Tamika's money is. Okay, and I'm not even saying 30,000 no more. Multiple. And Mama Tiny said there was thousands. Okay, there was some fat checks. Where's the money, sir? Okay. Right. If he does not mess with her, much about her. Okay, thank you. I'm like, why are the comments not coming on the screen? Nobody even mentioned her. The thing is, Tasha didn't even mention Unique before he got to talking about Unique, which leads me to believe he knew elements about the interview before the interview happened. And I don't know who I was listening to today, whether it was Don or Mims, because I listened to a lot of stuff today while I was riding. And they said, you know, it was indicative. Sorry, y'all, I'm trying to get my contact in my eye. It was indicative, their conversation, that they're still talking to one another. Like they probably ain't really left each other alone. And I can see that. He totally told himself with great examples so other people can see how he recognizes a joke. That, well, he's a liar and he's not manipulating too well, okay? They took her money, haven't even paid it back yet. See, and we're gonna talk about that in another video because the tears came this week about the I just gave $30,000. I gotta watch the whole thing, child. A myth. Anyway, excuse me. I had to clean. Oh, I need to take a Benadryl, so I've been holding back on taking it till I went live. Okay, so he also says these hoes, they treat me like I'm Denzel or something, or Will Smith. Sir, not you. You don't look nothing like no goddamn Will Smith or Denzel. How dare you even fix your dirty, toothless mouth to sit up here and compare yourself to either one of those men? I should make a poll, but y'all can put one chat. I don't even think Rocky is cute. And I need to look at the latest views of my last poll. Does Rocky look like he does Booger Sugar? Okay. Um Matter of fact, yep. Put a one in the chat if you think he look like he do booger sugar. Two, no. Okay. I see none of y'all was watching the sex tape earlier. I have from yesterday. 98% of you say he looks like he does that booger sugar. You know, I can be just a little messy from time to time, just a little bit, not a lot of bit. What is booger sugar? Cocaine, okay? If he puts the white stuff in his nose, or maybe he takes a piece of the rock, okay, and burns it, okay? He's a low vibration. Very much so, okay? On that note, he's so delusional. Oh, yes, he's done. Now, look, he over here talking about some damn being compared to Denzel, and he don't have no teeth in his mouth. They could, but he could have known about it, but how did he know what they were talking about? How did he know what they were talking about? He said some specific things. Saying he took him money, wasn't even giving. Let me see. So we got a couple of ones. Okay, great. Good evening, Black Diamond. His nose definitely looks like he has a close reception. Oh, we got a one. You not late, daughter. You was live. I just saw you go off. I was in there until the end. Well, I forgot to approve somebody comment about a fat transfer. Anyhow, anyway, we are discussing, does he look like he do booger sugar? Okay. So that's just a side note. Okay. So now we're gonna go on to, he mentions R. Kelly. Okay. And I think his quote unquote fake claim to fame is, he is, hey cutie, he is riding the coattails of Mr. Kelly. Okay. So I am going to share something. Hey Linda, hey y'all coming in. Make sure y'all hit the like button on your way in, okay? So he mentions Ari Kelly. And he told Tasha, you know, I'm Rocky of Rockland Records with R. Kelly. I'm the one, I produced Michael Jackson and Britney Spears and Trey Songz, and I managed Jacquees. I ain't had enough time to go deep in all this, so I might make a 5 or 10 minute video of this because I'm surely gonna verify all of this bullshit that he's saying he does. But I will tell you that I have looked up a couple of things, okay, to kind of see, you know, where he at, okay. Uh, he's the president of Rockland Records from 96 to 2005, A&R of all projects, as well as creative marketing for the label. Now, let me tell you this. I'm not making this up. Let me share this real quick. Okay? Because I should play the actual call, but you know, Tasha K, she'll strike you, but she say you can have 1 minute of footage because I specifically asked them myself. And I don't think I want to use my minute like that. Um, but he had said that he helped own Rockland Records, right? But I don't know if y'all can see that real good down at the bottom. That said president of Rockland Records from June 1996 to November 2005. Okay, he's also the CEO of Global Media Group from August of 2005 till now. And his media group, I guess his claim, you could tell he put this guy. He don't even have good people to work for him to put his damn LinkedIn stuff together. R. Kelly, his resume. R. Kelly, Escape, Tamar Braxton, Cherish, and LaTosha. Now look, LaTosha. LaTosha has never come out, not to my knowledge, as just LaTosha. It's always been LaTosha Scott. But outside of that Bounce With Me song with Shad Moss and this new bullshit she got coming out now, what has LaTosha done? I mean, I know she's been in captive for the past 20 years that she couldn't make a record. So what has LaTosha been doing besides buying her mama new wigs for the last 20 years? Okay. Now this is similar. Biv Global Management LLC in the greater Atlanta area since 95 to the present. Okay, so he's been the CEO of that company for 28 years since he's been married to LaTosha. But check this out. He said he got a degrees, plural. Did I hear that correctly? Let me go back over to the chat so I can see what you said. Did he did he say he had degrees, plural? Mm-hmm. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Okay. He be lying. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Linda. Look, I was going to bed too. I had wait. Look, everybody went live today, and then I was trying to do some things. Y'all know what I'm doing. The people that know, you know. Okay. So I had to stay up late. He seems just totally fake to me since I see him on the show. Very suspect. LaTosha seems to be him that long. It's very telling. The rabbit hole goes deep. Yes, very deep. Deep in his mouth. That's why he ain't got no teeth. My opinions he got with Tasha when she was bigger and been able to manipulate. Yeah, because she feel that don't nobody love her. She did the song Thug Holiday with Trick Dad. I used to love. We gonna talk about Thug Holiday because he did too. Okay. So Miss Reed just got through talking about this. Now, Northern Illinois University in the heart of DeKalb, Illinois, which myself, yours truly, I'm honest, I went to Northern Illinois University in the fall of 1998 through 1999. I got pregnant. I had my baby in 99. And guess what? I had to go to Kishwaukee College, which is a little ways down. You got to have a special bus to go there because at that time, it was not city like it is now. They didn't even have no motherfucking shoe stores down in DeKalb at that time. So all the shit that he's talking about, it didn't even exist in that day and time. But somehow he's got degrees, plural. Okay, and I lived there for over a year. And he managed to study psychology and be on the debate team. And he went there from 1991 to 1994. So I want to know who got a degree in 3 years. Not him, not with his slow ass. Okay, it's not possible. And I know you didn't go to Northern and get that. So, these are two people on the Jesus God. Well, we're gonna look up all these people who endorsed you, sir. He knows how to use Microsoft Office and public speaking, sales leadership, social media marketing. Who endorsed you? The same. Are these your motherfucking friends? Okay, music production. Jesus. Who is Jesus? Jesus has been on your side this whole time. Okay, I ain't even gonna click on these people things and dox them. But whomever this, Jesus seems to be your only friend. Okay. Christopher G got you. Okay. Your old girl. Okay. Industry knowledge. None. Okay. Because Microsoft Word has nothing to do with projects. You know, when you do your LinkedIn, you're really supposed to thoroughly fill it out, or you might as well not have one because this is trash. Okay. You know, he puts it LaTosha, Sound with Motown, Gospel. All of this is stuff off of the coattails of LaTosha. For me, a man that is so established as he is, a man that says that he has worked with the Michael Jackson and the Britney Spears and all these people, you end up going to live with this woman's mama, okay, and the R. Kelly. And this is before R. Kelly went to jail, so he ain't had no love for you. You don't want to throw a stag at that living room. It's giving Peter the perfect peach top. No, you ain't gonna do no Peter slander up in here because this is way worse than that. Okay, Peter ain't never set up there and did all that bullshit that this man is doing. Peter just in women's business. So look, and while he was saying this, okay, he said that he has been loyal to the R. Kelly. And he told Tasha K, you need to check out my interview with the BBC. Everybody know me. This Negro was talking so much stuff like he was the man and he was the big stuff. And he said it like the BBC interviewed him. So I was curious. Excuse me. I said, well, let me go watch this documentary that the BBC has done on Mr. Rocky Bivens. So I get to searching, and I find out that it ain't no damn interview for the BBC for Rocky Bivens. But what I did find is there is a documentary about the R. Kelly sex tapes and molestation charges. It came out in 2018. And they were asking Rocky Bivens his placation in R. Kelly's life since he was the manager and bodyguard of R. Kelly. So I'm about to look at, and I might have to pause it for commentary purposes, This is his interview with the BBC. No, he is not related to Michael Bivens from BBD. I sure did look. Talking about the way he be having all the business, but nobody know that. Don't nobody know you, Otis. Ain't nobody came to see you, Otis. So here we go. Let me know if there's an echo, if I need to mute something.
Is Rocky Bivens. Rocky became R. Kelly's personal business manager in '96 and was his right-hand man for the next 14 years.
Okay, let's stop right there. He met Tasha in 95. That means he had to live here. So he married Tasha in 95. And she's lived in Atlanta mostly all them years. Meanwhile, he was here with R. Kelly and managed R. Kelly for some type of way for 14 years. 14. 95, that's 2005. That's 2009. From 95 to 2009, 2000, whatever, 96 to 2010. So he's went through allegations at that time. I want you to keep that in mind.
Oh, look at that backstage entrance.
Thank you very much. He now manages R&B group Escape.
He now manages the R&B group Escape. Now, somebody tell me if I'm wrong. Didn't Candy say it very clearly on several occasions that he has never managed the group Escape? That he was only LaTosha's manager. And at this time, this was the tour that they made the first reality TV show. So he was on the show and he had an intricate part, but they said they never liked Rocky managing them. And Rocky was the downfall of the group in the first place. So now in this BBC shit that you can't find. Oh, I'm sorry to tell. I forgot to tell y'all. This video cannot really be found in the United States. I had to dig and go on a shady ass site to find this footage. And I think Rocky knew that. It wasn't no shit that you would find because it's also a tape and an expose about R. Kelly. This is not about him. So he let these people announce that he was Escape's manager. And there go Tamar. So he managing Tamar too. Okay. What let me look up when Tamar and Vince broke up. Let me see. Where's my phone? Hold on. Hey Siri. When did Tamar Braxton and Vince Herbert?
Here's an answer from Wikipedia.
No. Let me finish. Hey Siri. When did Tamar Braxton and Vincent Herbert get a divorce?
Here's an answer from IMDb. In October 2017, Braxton filed for divorce from Vince Herbert, citing irreconcilable differences, and is seeking joint custody of their son.
So that's when they filed. They wasn't final. So she filed in October. So she was not divorced from him in December. But he was the manager though. Where we at?
Night, they're playing in Chicago. Rocky's agreed to talk to me backstage. Will Rocky shed any light on the alleged wedding and relationship between R. Kelly and Aaliyah?
He loved her, and I believe she loved him for who he was and what he was doing for her. Was she old enough to understand what she was involved in? I probably don't think so.
Were they having a sexual relationship?
I never saw them have a sexual relationship, you know. I mean,
Okay, because he gonna say this over and over again. Did they have a sexual relationship? I never saw them have a sexual relationship. How many people you watch fucking? Like, it's the semantics of the whole thing. Like, he gonna sit up there and be like, yeah, I'm finna fuck Aaliyah real quick in front of everybody. Of course he didn't. Of course you're not going to see them have a sexual relationship. Did you know of them having a sexual relationship? Yes. Because if you knew they was going together, you know he wasn't sitting in the back playing tiddlywinks and checkers with this little girl.
I mean, and I have no reason to lie. I've never seen Robert and Aaliyah intimate. I mean, he never. Now, of course, I'm not naive because he was working on an album, but it was never a kiss. It was never a holding of a hand. It was always we were all together.
Did Aaliyah make you ask questions? I suppose she was like,
Yeah, I mean, I
I
did question it within myself, but like he never did anything inappropriate in front of me. I've never seen an underage girl with Robert Kelly, and I've been right next to him.
So he jumps from Aaliyah, and you look at him, he's scratching, he's blinking, he's moving around. Those are usually telltale signs of liars. Okay, or either he needs another fix. I'm just saying. That's telltale sign that you're trying to hide something with your body language. And he goes right from Aaliyah, which he knew was underage, and jumps right to, I ain't never seen R. Kelly with no underage girls. He ain't even asked that allegedly, with the video.
That's how clever he is. If what people are saying is true.
Were there ever any times that you were like, oh, this woman looks kind of young and
No, there've been several times where I've had to say, like, no, that's not going to happen, because of the age of the person. So, if I was involved, like, how old are you? I'm 16. No, you got to go. I didn't care if he got mad at me because it was a choice with me. When it came to sex, it was sex to Robert.
Despite the age.
If a girl was in a room and she had a big booty, she had a big booty. If she was 15 or 20, she had a big booty to him. Period.
It seems like you may perhaps think that what people are saying is true based on your experience with him.
I'm not going to say that, I don't believe what has happened. You know what I'm saying? Where there's smoke, there's fire. But I do say that if Robert hasn't been physically caught, or if nobody has hardcore evidence, who am I to judge or to say, no, that was him or you did wrong?
Is he a pedophile, do you think?
Okay, and look, now this critter says he learns how to dance around the words. You know what I'm saying? If I didn't see him, who are me to judge? If you had to tell a child that's 16 years old to get up out of here, how did she get in there in the first place? You know what I'm saying? And you allegedly was a manager for R. Kelly for 14 years, and you gonna say in 14 years you ain't seen him try to fuck a 14-year-old. Please get the fuck out of here with that. He started blinking real hard when he asked them about the kids. He knows R. Kelly has been with some kids. It's obvious. Do I think where there's smoke, there's fire? You right there in the fire. How you don't know? How you his manager? Let me tell you, in management, you do everything for your artists. You travel with them. You get them coffee. You dress them. You help with their finances. You oversee everything. So you're not going to tell me that you didn't know who he was laying with. It's a lie.
Hardcore evidence. Who am I to judge or to say, no, that was him or you did wrong?
Is he a pedophile, do you think?
Well, let me ask you this, because it would be wrong if I was to call him a pedophile if he's sick. And I'm saying if I was to call him, now would he be clinically or what's the terminology, deemed as a pedophile, by definition? Yes.
He likes to play with words to try to save his ass. He knows that R. Kelly is a pedophile in his heart, right? That's the way he feels. But he don't have the balls to say it on camera. I'm not going to call him a pedophile if he's sick, but you might call him a pedophile. Who are me to judge? And when you get to acting like that, I don't put it past that you ain't looked at no little puss. Okay?
Because I want to say
I understand.
I know.
while, it's pretty clear he thinks R. Kelly has an issue with underage girls, and this is a guy who's worked with him for like 20 years. He knows the in and outs of his life.
Loyalty is obviously very important to someone like Rocky, and I can see why he'd find it difficult to publicly speak out against R. Kelly. With so many young female R&B artists here tonight, I take the opportunity to find out what some of them have to say.
Excuse me. I'm wondering what you think about R. Kelly.
R. Kelly is a legend.
Would you make a song with R. Kelly?
I would for sure make a song with R. Kelly, because if I make a song with R. Kelly, it's going to be a hit. Not because I'm on it, but because it's R. Kelly. Duh.
R. Kelly has a lot of allegations against him.
Would that make me not make a song with him? No. Nobody's perfect for sure. I don't really know his personal life. I don't really care because it's not my business. But him as an artist, you know, he's a legend.
Well, thank you so much. All right.
I'm glad I can.
Poor little Zonique. Despite what has all been said and done about R. Kelly, and I know this was before the mute R. Kelly situation, she without a doubt said that I would work with R. Kelly. Have you noticed how much Candy and Tiny and T.I. have worked with R. Kelly? Little to none. I know they know him. If they wanted to arrange that type of situation, seeing as Tiny manages almost all the kids, and she has the power to make that shit happen, and you know that your good girlfriend is married to the manager of R. Kelly, all you would have had to do was make a phone call and say, hey, can we get a feature on Zonique? And money ain't a problem. But they didn't send their daughter over there to be under him, and she too blind to see it.
It was time to try and get Rocky to confirm that the marriage between R. Kelly and Aaliyah had taken place.
Did R. Kelly marry Aaliyah? Yes or no?
Did R. Kelly marry Aaliyah? Can you marry somebody that's underage?
Okay, was there a ceremony involving R. Kelly and Aaliyah?
Yes.
And you were there.
Can you marry somebody who's underage? Which means he would. It's not what you say all the time, it's the things that you don't say. Which means he was fully aware that this shit happened. And he was around. And he know that June Brown or whoever that was went over there and falsified them papers down in Maywood in order to make this shit happen. But he plays with semantics.
Was I there?
Was I there? Go try again.
I heard it was a ceremony. Yes.
I suppose if you were there,
Okay.
why are you worried to say?
I'm not worried to say. Like I said, my loyalty is to a person who changed my life, right?
Well, all I can say is thank you for your honesty.
Hey, I appreciate it.
Appreciate it, man.
All right. So I'm gonna run out back.
Okay. Where you at doing it? You were? Okay. He's just, for the first time ever, confirmed that he was at Aaliyah's wedding with R. Kelly, and that ceremony did take place. He was there. Bloody hell.
So I got this information from Documentary Heaven. It is a BBC interview. I'm gonna have to put it in the chat. What is it called? R. Kelly. Was it girls? Let me make sure I have it right. Girls, sex, and videotapes. Sex, girls, and videotapes. If you want to find little details or clips of it. This was used courtesy of the BBC. All rights are protected. No copyright infringement intended. For fair use commentary and critique of the video. So, sexy girls and videotapes. So, if he wasn't at the wedding, how he gonna say he never seen him? But it was no wedding. It was a ceremony. So he heard. He said, That's all I got to say. Child. Okay. She must have cut a ravel porch front. And you know, she just got they took a flight, you know, they got them a checker cab over there to the airport. He's lying or he had fleas. She say he got fleas. That's what he was itching. He was itching. So I want to put this on your brain too. He's been managing R. Kelly for 14 years, according to him. And he was there for the ceremony of Aaliyah. And he's been married to LaTosha for 28 years. Do you think that girl don't have an idea about all the pedophilia that has gone on at the R. Kelly house or the sex parties or anything like that? Do you think she's oblivious? Like he just didn't tell her nothing that was going on over there down to the Rockland Records in the R. Kelly camp or out there in Olympia Fields. It sounds so. I feel like she knew how nasty that R. Kelly was in tune. Your husband was complacent with the nastiness going on at the R. Kelly house. And what makes your husband exempt from it? For me, I want to paint a picture with y'all of how low down they've been for a very long time. I was not gonna find you was not gonna find it at all, and it wasn't meant for you to find. It was some bullshit that he was talking. Thank you, Black Diamond. She knows she believes everything she say. I think she's with it. It is. God ain't gonna bless no mess. She wanted to come out here and sing gospel, knowing your life is terrible. It's not like you know, like me. I might cuss a little bit, something like that. Everybody got a little something, but you ain't got a little something, man. You got a lot of something. You over here having conversations with God and all this kind of stuff, and you got a husband out here. You ain't even got God in your house. You don't have God in your house. But you gonna give them to me. Right. Oh, he didn't take her from me. He just had a talk with her boyfriend. Just had a talk. Okay. So I want to, you know, when I do my lives, and it's so many, these things are oversaturated. You know, in the public, but I always want to give a little bit of spin or give something extra that may not have been put out there yet. So now we move on from R. Kelly. And Tasha says that, you know, people got pictures of you and shit like that, right? And he said, what pictures? What pictures? It was like, you know, they got dick pics and all that of you, you know. Who's dick? Who's not mine? You know, is it a porno star dick? I think when he got to talking like that, I should play that part. When he got to talking like that, I felt like, was he trying to low key make a reference to Tasha that his dick might be big. We don't care, sir. Or are you saying you sent just random dick pics out? Like, come on, sir. I got to see this. You got a picture of my dick, my dirty dick. Go on somewhere, sir. You gotta run to that. You better run to the arms of a lawyer, ma'am. So they ain't got my dick. They ain't got my dick. I don't know what you're talking about. She might be at work real quick, Black Diamond. I'm not sure. And it goes into the conversation of him having kids. Oh, because she said, well, the girl said, I watched the interview with the girl, and we're going to talk about it. She said she had been pregnant twice and had one miscarriage. Thank you. The first baby's name was Timeless, and he told her to terminate the pregnancy. And that was actually the ultrasound that she put out on Tasha, during the Soul Train Awards time. She was 3 months pregnant, and Tasha slid that shit in and said, oh, that was a baby. Like, that wasn't no fetus. Like, you was pregnant. Okay? And she was. That's when you start the show. So she had a termination. Because at first he played with that girl's mind, but she should have been smarter because she knew he was married. If you don't have a divorce decree, don't come talk to me, okay? He made her think he wanted it, and they were going to live with each other. And that's how some of them pimps up here in Chicago talk. I have sit-down conversations with them. That's how they talk. And they will tell you, play with her mind, get a hold to her mind first. And that's that narcissism. And then he was like, get rid of it. And he put a few tidbits in there. He told Tasha, he was like, when I put out what I put out, you gonna take your apology back. It's like, how did you even know that Tasha apologized to this girl? And Tasha said, she said, the babies are yours. And the babies ain't mine. My dirty dick don't work. My dick don't work. She said, well, did you have a vasectomy? Well, no. Well, I mean, you say you can't have babies. Well, it's something medically. Yeah, it's some medical stuff. I can't have babies, Tasha. That's what I'm saying. Medical. Back in the day, and he sound like he got Arrested Development too. Back in the day when you be in the hood and a dude that didn't want to claim his baby, he would say something like, I can't have babies. It's not mine. And they say stuff like, I smoke too much weed to have babies. My swimmers ain't swimming like that, so I can't get nobody pregnant. If I could get women pregnant, I had shot up 50 girls club, but ain't none of them got pregnant. So how is you pregnant, right? That's what that sounds like to me. Like, shit, I should have a category when we go back to Ghetto Jeopardy, Hood Jeopardy. Shit critters say in the 90s to say they not the baby. You know what I'm saying? Deserves to be right. Deceiver, yes. So now he lying saying he can't have kids. Then he spins it around, and again he keeps talking and talking. He starts going into some other shit. It's not like me. And he mentions every other member of Escape in a threatening manner. You putting it out there that I got a baby. I ain't got no babies, but you hear what's in the news today, don't you? You hear what's in the news today. And when I can't be online, I do try to have my ear to the street of what's a hot topic, away from the mess. And he said, what's hot today? And Tasha said, no, what? And he said, I got these videos of Todd sucking the tranny's dick. Then he says, and then they put out the pictures of Tamika naked and Tiny. And we forgot that he mentioned Tiny. I had to listen to it for 3 times. And I didn't really pay attention that he even threatened Tiny in this. Yeah, Tiny and them in trouble. So what he's doing is, that was threat number 2, 3. What we at? That was a soft threat to all of them of what he gonna do. Why? Because he's a fixer. Old nigga Pope is over there fixing things for the people. Hey, thicky thick girl. So old nigga Pope said he just suddenly got pictures of the tranny. He got pictures of Tamika naked, and Tiny about to be in some big trouble over there with T.I. Now, my only question is this. Who walking around on the internet with pictures of their sister-in-law of 28 years? I promise you, they was on a tour bus. So I want to know, where was Tasha? He was on the tour bus. Where was Tasha? And you over here talking about my sister. Like, of all the schemes we gonna come up with, one thing you gonna scheme on my sister. One thing y'all not gonna do is you sitting up there watching my sister naked. I would have slapped his big ass head into the motherfucking side wall of that bus, and his face would have been in the place of Tasha's. When you get to talking about my naked sibling, you nasty motherfucker, you. I'm just saying. To each his own, okay? But dogs don't have a limit. They don't know, they don't know when a stopping point is, okay? Some lines you just don't cross. But it's funny how he knew all this stuff was coming out, which we haven't seen yet. Okay, but he said all this stuff is coming out because they was fucking with him. You know what I'm saying? So, Todd ain't never gave me. I'm gonna do a National Todd Appreciation Day. Todd, they do a lot of fuck shit over there, but he ain't never gave me no gay vibe. Especially, it would have been more feasible if he said the tranny was sucking on his dick. But he said Todd was sucking the dick of a tranny. I know a few trannies, and I'm gonna ask them. I know most of the T girls that I know, they don't like to advertise they dick. Like, they like to be the feminine. So, ain't nobody getting on their knees to suck off on them. It's not how this works. It's just not how it works. Sir, you're just saying any motherfucking thing, okay? Hit the like button for me, please, okay? If you haven't already, watch on replay. Look, my commentary is not for the weak. Yes, he deserved it. You ain't heard about Todd with no sad babies. You ain't heard no scandal about Todd cheating on. The most they try to say is he a broke bum, but even so, he earns his keep. He get over there and work on the businesses and open the business. Apparently, they ain't missing no money. He do have a job. Like, you can go look up his resume. We just looked up Mr. Rocky Bivens' resume, and it don't have shit on it. He don't even know how to make spaces in between the commas. Man, please. So next, he slides into, after he gives his threat that Tasha didn't take the money, the 30K. Okay. And all of Tasha K only said was, yeah, I was really calling you about the money. Well, I hit you up about that escape ship. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. What I'm saying. And then he goes right into telling on himself again. I see what you did there, Michelle. How can I deposit money into my account? I'm just saying, Tasha ain't stole no money. And when I go to my other videos, I listen to Tasha saying all that. What everybody is saying is Tasha didn't steal the money, but that don't mean he didn't. But she helped him to it. And we answered that question earlier. No, he is not. No, he is not. Michael Bivens is from Boston, and Rocky Bivens was born in Alabama. He just brought his funky ass up here. Okay. And then he goes into the sliding in. She ain't steal no money. What he tries to imply is that they were sharing money, so to speak. And he says that it's been times where they paid Tamika Tasha money and shit like that. And I'm like, what, sir? What? Her name is LaTosha Scott. And her sister's name is Tamika Scott. And whatever her hyphenated married name is, like, there's no mixing that up. And I want to hit this one real quick before I go to, go to this, look up this song with these credits. Okay, looky here. This is Rockland Records. The record company that we saw that he said he's president of. But on Tasha K, he said, I co-own record companies with billionaires in the country records, and I'm Rocky from Rockland Records, making an implication that Rockland Records has something to do with his name. But even though Wikipedia is not 100% accurate, because people can manipulate it, we just gonna go on some of the information here. It was defunct in 2019. It was founded in 1998. By whom? R. Kelly. And look at that picture. Okay, Robert Sylvester Kelly. I looked on a few things, and it's not a lot of information about Rockland Records. But I will tell you this, on none of the shit, it has nothing to do with Rocky Bivens. Even his name is not even on the goddamn Wikipedia. Okay? He's saying he was A&R and he found all of the artists for him and on Rockland. It's not even a lot of artists. Bunch of people you ain't even heard of before. Strings, I remember Strings because I'm local. Look, she ain't even got no release on the record. They took her from the strip club. She was the original Jocelyn, but black. She was cute though. If you know Gotham City for the Ghetto, she was rapping on that. Ghetto Fabulous. You know, that song was cute. You see, she didn't went nowhere. Sparkle. You know who Sparkle is. Boy, got it. Like, it's nobody even on this record deal while you around here talking about I'm Rocky of Rockland Records. No, sir. No. Just no. Go to hell. Okay. Yes, the mugshot photo. He got the money once he paid shot with shit with. So yeah, he got that money. So, you know, it's obvious if you look at the Rockland Records, he wasn't making no money with R. Kelly. So that's why you went to live with your mother-in-law, because you wasn't making no cake. Because if you really was doing what you was doing, and you was with Michael Jackson and Britney Spears, all them, you would have residual money coming in. You wouldn't be broke like that. You can endorse checks. I've done it a lots of times. My mama did it. I did it for my daughter and different people. Just as long as I'm gonna get my money, I'll put that check in my daggone bank account, gone somewhere. All right, Black Dem. Who's calling at 2 o'clock in the morning? I hope all is well. So let's take this off the screen. So we supposed to be looking. Oh, I could have left it up. Thug Holiday, and I think Mims did this the other day. Shouts out to Drea. Thug Holiday credits. I need to get back with ASCAP. Do that real soon. No, this is from. Let's go to All Music. That's the first thing that comes up. I'm not going to take my ad blocker off. You can go to hell. Okay. So this tells everything. Yes, you can still endorse checks to this date, the girl, because it wasn't that long ago. My daughter just been of age to be working and stuff like that. I think I did it like at the end of the year. Yes, you can. While these people talking about you can't. I recently done it. So these are the credits for Thug Holiday. The engineer, photography, whatever. Featured artist, The Baby. Another engineer. Those are the people that's in the studio. David Banner is the producer. All these people get credit. Money off this album. Big Boy is a featured artist, guest artist, composers, A&R, mixing, composer, producer, CeeLo Green. This must be the whole album. Lil Jon produced something. Money Mark, Rick Ross, all these records. LaTosha Scott, featured artist, guest artist. Okay, so that's it. I don't see no way. There is no way. Okay. Oh, she had a record deal with Raw Deal Records. Look what we find here. You never know what you be looking for. In 2003. I'm just stumbling upon it. I wonder, can we get a hold of this and just listen to it for the hell of it? Her first album, Solo Flight. Ain't nobody listened to it. 404. You know, I'm not going to listen to Amazon Music. I'm not paying for it. You're not paying enough to Amazon for you to play this fucked up ass song. Oh, I'll go back to it. I thought Amazon Music came free with Amazon Prime. Anyway, so we ain't playing that. So we're going to find out about this little album that came out in 2003. So her credits. And that's it. Primary artist. Nothing to see. Let's see. Raw Deal Records is whom? This how it was spelled, right? Wendell Brown, LaTosha Scott. Look what we found when we go and they on rabbit holes. So we're going to have to do another album about this. So this was from 95 to 2003. We're going to talk about this when we talk about Tasha. So apparently, this was another failed attempt, her at least second failed attempt at being a solo artist. And wasn't nobody fucking with her. And the album that comes out on April 7th, this is probably going to be the most successful shit she's ever had, will be her third try at being a solo artist. And ain't nobody fucking with her. Okay, like that's what I thought. And my drunk ass brother. Y'all a mess. So Thug Holiday, he's trying to say that they've been paying Tamika LaTosha's money. And so I guess at that time they was broke and Edward got in her ear and they say, you know, it's your money anyway. She done took money from you. You deserve that money. You deserve it. You deserve it. And her mama over there talking about some, yeah, baby, you deserve it. Just make sure you pay your tithes off the check and we'll talk to God about it. God will forgive you because God knows. He knows you was in a need. And it wouldn't have been in your pathway if it wasn't a blessing. You know, people use ghetto, they call them ghetto blessings when they steal. Okay, God, this is a blessing from God. Just go away. I don't know. I don't think she gonna get it. So go ahead, just have the address changed over here. And we'll get the money. And we're gonna talk about all that too. I'm not gonna go deep into it. But he did that shit. They did that shit. And they telling on themselves. I'm already to get done with this because I'm in hour 18. So then even after that, he talks about Thug Holiday. And speaking of thugs, he decides to go into how, and I looked it up, and he done took all his motherfucking posts down off his page. On Instagram, I did something silly, and I had tagged it. I was with an organization, like a gang. Threat number 4, trying to let y'all know that he plugged. He's connected, kind of like Olivia Pope is connected to the president. That's fictional, sir. Okay. But I'm a fixer like that. I get things done. I'm connected like to the cartel. Yeah, that's the part I want to play. Hold on, let me take this out of here. Let me see if I can find that right part when this mofo said. I'm gonna put myself on mute real quick.
thoughts in the chat. Even though I didn't make the live, I'm gon' catch the replay. I get off work at 5. If I like it, I'ma give you a like. And if I love it, I'ma go to subscribe. Oh, I really like your picture, matches my vibe. But I'll be mad if I'm not in your chat tonight. Just know that I be in the bush. I be in the bush. I be in the bush. I be in the bushes. I be in the bush. I be in the bushes. I be in the bush. I don't watch the news no more. Guess that's what my YouTube's for. Didn't catch the episode. I can watch the recap and cap like I did though. I like you, I'ma give you a like. And if I love you, I'ma go to subscribe. I like your picture, matches my vibe. But I will never drop down in your chat, cause
Oh my goodness, I've been talking and y'all ain't heard nothing. I'm sorry. Let me go back. It took me the longest to find this little part, and I done found it and played it, and y'all ain't heard nothing. Um, I played it on double time. I'm gonna play it now. I know where it is. I guess I can play it real quick again. And him talking about like he's plugged like with the highest part of the gang members or the cartel. He said he's connected like the highest person in the cartel in the drug gang in the street, or like Olivia Pope. I don't know how you can put the character Olivia Pope being connected in the same sentence if drug cartels, like she was like on the up and up. So if you didn't hear it, let me know. But if you want to hear it all, it's at minute 34 over there down to the Tasha K. Thank you, Tasha. But I'm gonna hurry up and just go to the next thing because I've wasted a lot of time. And so, but he keep talking about I can't explain it. Things with that girl. That girl. It's federal. It's federal. If you really had something federal going on, you wouldn't have to be like that girl or whatever. And he's saying, I run the people. I run what we in high places and we get things done. I could have helped you with your stuff. And he really got to talking big shit then. And she was like, oh, you could have helped me with Cardi B. And you was like, yeah, you know. And she was like, you could make my $4 million go away. He was like, I didn't know it was $4 million, but I could help make some things go away. For me, that makes it seem like you trying to off people and you putting contracts out on people or you're hurting people. And, you know, it has been rumored that that's the way he moves and deals on the street. And, you know, for me, use a pump. Use a pump. Like, why you just can't take care of business the way that street shit? Your ass old as fuck. You gonna still be pulling guns out on people and having people be at old age? You know, are you running a drug cartel, sir? Like the way you talk, that's the way they talk. It doesn't sound like a record exec, an established one. It sounds like you still over there with the GDs over there on the east side. I don't know. So he also got to talking about Tasha. He says the ladies, the side pieces he's had for the years and years, they have been doing this to tear him down for the last 10 years to the point it's federal. It's federal with all of his side chicks. The only thing federal, sir, is that federal child support that you got to pay for all them children that you claim it, or all them children that they're trying to put on you, sir. The people that are federal are against you. That's what I deduce from all of this. You have nothing, no leg to stand on these women. Only thing federal is you better, baby, make sure that you don't commit no federal crime. Okay? Beating on people or intimidating people, those are federal crimes. Okay? And they're accusing you of it. So Tasha K straight up asked him, like, you know, do you cheat on your wife? I'm not perfect. Again, this 90s rhetoric. He didn't say yes, but he says, I'm not perfect. Our marriage has had ups and downs. And, you know, things have happened. You know, that's why my dick dirty, you know. So, yes, you're a cheater, sir. Just, yes, I've cheated on his wife. But he knew he couldn't just say that straight out, you know, because he quote unquote don't want to embarrass LaTosha. You already have, sir. Okay. Too late for that. So yes, he's a cheater. You're a slore. Okay, but you just didn't want to use those words. And you can't say that I'm slandering you, sir, because that is what you've given me to deduce with your interview. You have said there have been other women. And if you've had other women while you have married, that means you have cheated. If you slept with Unique or any other woman, you have cheated multiple times. You said these women are trying to take you down for your millions and millions of dollars, I guess. I don't know. It's a plot against him. Those are his words. He used, a plot, and it's federal. And him and Tasha been looking at these girls, and they are not falling for it. And they already know what it is. And they have had 2 girls in the last 2 years that have tried to come against him. In that conversation, he ended up doxing Unique Tijuana and all that. He called the girl and mentioned the tattoo on her back. So that also let me know you knew what Tasha and Unique discussed, because Tasha never talked about the tattoo or nothing. She got the tattoo all on her back. Yeah, we're going to talk about it. We going to talk about it. She's psychotic. Why would she get my name tattooed on her back? Now she's crazy. Right? But nobody was talking about that, sir. You talked about it. How would you know all of these things? How would you know she had a tattoo on her back? Either you went over there to see her, or she had your phone number in order to show you. Thank you. Yes, you can hit the Cash App, the Super Chat, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Pay, Google Pay, all that good stuff. Tasha asked, did he know Kelvin Hunter? And he cut her off at the pass immediately. Say, no, that's Tamika husband friend. And no, there is no connection about the powerful women and the men who don't work. Like, he went into all of that. Nobody even asked you that, sir. So apparently, like all of y'all said in the chat earlier, it reminds you of Kelvin and Wendy. This must not be the first time you heard that, sir. And you know you are guilty of it. Your woman is doing more for you than you are doing for them. And you have gotten your career based off of her back. Yeah, we did talk about that, thick girl. He knew everything. He knew everything. How? But even in that, when he talked about the husband being on the coattails of the wife, he had to shade Todd in a low-key kind of way. Oh, well, thank you for the Cash App. Thank you. Hold on. Thank you for the Cash App. Look, I pressed the wrong button. It's late. I'm not using the mouse. This thing is sensitive. So, he found a way to shade Todd in that. Todd ain't even fucking with you like that. And I guess Todd is right. That's why y'all keep saying that stuff. He said what he said. Your wife wants the life that they had because she mad. It's not that you can't sing, ma'am. And I'm trying not to go into this tangent in this video. Your attitude is terrible. Your husband is not who God sent you. But for 28 years, you've been stuck in a relationship because that man loved you when allegedly when you didn't love yourself. And you feel that ain't nobody else there to love you. God ain't sending you this man to sit up here and embarrass you in public like this. To keep your career down. The reason why he wasn't making no money is because you didn't have no money to pay him. And you believe in himself. You believe in him more than he believes in himself. No, man. That's a whole nother conversation. And he goes to say that not only has he had media training, as we said earlier, but he went to school for psychology and he's been doing law for years. We've already cracked the case earlier. You saw on his LinkedIn, it's obvious that he did not graduate from college, but he has degrees, plural. He went to college. He might have went to a psychology class, but you have not been practicing media, psychology, or law for years, motherfucker. You probably know the law because you sitting up here doing dirty deeds and you need to know what not to do so you could kept your ass out of jail all these years, and maybe you were studying law while you was sitting up there watching R. Kelly go in rooms with the little girls. So you didn't want him to get in trouble, and you didn't want to get in trouble. And you done something, sir, for you to be around R. Kelly all them years, and June Brown and all them people got indicted and you didn't get indicted. It's some shit to that. And we gonna find out, because God gonna uncover it. Because y'all playing in his face and you playing in ours. The next thing is, he goes on the rant, also mentioned at the beginning. Tasha says, well, the girls got pictures of your Louis Vuitton bag with your name on it. And he says, I'm married. Why would I have my name on a bag? And he cut himself off. Those of you lovely ladies and gentlemen out there, if you've ever bought a designer bag, especially Louis Vuitton, they will inscribe your bag for you so nobody can steal it. What does the bag inscription have anything to do, embroidery, whichever one he had, with you being married? That was some of the stupidest shit I ever heard. If you go down to Lenox Mall and go over there to the Louis Vuitton store and stand in line, the motherfuckers going to put your name on your bag. But it just tells you how much of a liar he is and how much of a stupid ass liar he is. He knew he was caught, but he had to try and figure out something to say to counter that, and it was dumb. He says to Tasha K, my friends told me not to call you or not to talk to you. And Tasha K says, you should have taken their advice. You shouldn't have taken the call. And I love her audacity to straight up and say, look, these women finna fuck you up. I'm not about to go slow about what I'm putting out here. I'm telling you right now, if I was your wife, you would have got deleted. You wouldn't have been breathing. That's what she said. But whatever hole he got on LaTosha, it's really sad. Did she feel that ain't nobody else gonna love her? Not with y'all. He is the root spirits he done put on her, something. And thank you, Black Diamond. And so, he's challenging the mistress. He's challenging the mistress. And I think, the girl said, at one time, I got to find the other lives. She's afraid for her life. Or she's afraid for her safety, so that he might try to do something to her or send someone to do something to her. And that's sad. She's not ready to get rid of him. They got business ties together. And I think she really thinks that she can't do it without him. He has convinced her mentally to do some stuff. I know she over somewhere crying and laughing to keep from crying. And she's steady keeping this charade up. But when she starts telling the truth and being real about reality, that's when she really gonna get set free. In the meantime, you got your husband that you love so dearly, that y'all Bonnie and Clyde, and he love you. Ma'am, it's somebody else that will lick your thighs. That man face when she went to sign that record deal, his lips look so black. Did you see how he downed that glass of champagne? That man been doing some things over the years. some hard stuff. He ain't no newcomer when it comes to drinking and smoking. Not something to think about. This ain't his first rodeo. But you decide of all things to come out with a goddamn Christmas Christian album. You should just went to singing rhythm and blues first. You should have came out with that rhythm and blues first, and also came out with that gospel album. And we're gonna talk about this gospel deal, and it's stupid. But on the next video, oh excuse me, I'm not saying it's going to be my next video, but the next video I put out about Tasha. We're gonna break down this record deal. I've seen so many interviews and so many tidbits of things that she said and she put out and she pulled back. It's been a lot. And again, when you talk too much, you just tell on yourself. The lies get cleared up like water. And they just have told it all. So, Mrs. Wilson, hey, I'm about to wrap up and go. You're going to have to catch the replay. That's my commentary just about the Rocky Bivens interview. What do I think? He's a liar. That's my opinion, to be clear. And I'm allowed that, sir. I think you're a liar. I think you're a scammer. And until you can prove otherwise, then just sit up here talking about what you're doing. I won't think differently. Where's that woman's money that has your name on the back of the check? The fuck? You over here talking about you plug with the gangs and the cartels. But you're a record owner, a record company owner. And you got $1 billion deals on the table. You over here managing Jacquees and Trey Songz and all these people. But somewhere in there, you end up living in your mama-in-law house. Because all them people still selling records and doing whatever they doing. You mean to tell me of all the people that was stealing from R. Kelly, you ain't get you a piece, sir, in 14 years? Man, if you don't get the fuck out of here. Something ain't right in the water. It doesn't make sense. Oops. Maybe that's why everybody was stealing from him, because you couldn't count either. We haven't found that out yet. She ain't responded to that shit yet. But I'm on the case. That's why I'm doing separate videos about everything. Yes, pay Tasha her money. Well, Tasha, pay Tamika her money. Tasha now is saying, I'll just give her the $30,000. No, you're not giving her shit. And you really owe more than that. You owe interest on that and whatever else y'all took from her. But God gonna give her double for her trouble. Why does Miss Diana? Right. All these beautiful questions. He's an executive. Player from the Himalaya. He does the big thing. He's connected. He's well connected. He's the old nigga Pope of the record business. And that's his new name for me. Old nigga Pope. How dare you? How dare you? So we're going to do a review. I got permission from Juice Box. I don't know why I'm calling her that, but that's who Juice Box. The Juice Radio and Talk Show podcast did an interview with LaTosha and Tamika Scott's father. Oh, I need to add that link to this one so y'all can go over there. Go and watch Tasha K's interview of Rocky Bivens, where he's sitting up here trying to do damage control about his side pieces before the video even came out. And then I'm going to do a review of the video with Unique and Tasha K, his side piece relationship. It's not a regular side piece. She don't care what you say. It was a relationship. Do you hear me? And all her proofs of her 5 years of text messages. And I'm sure the other girls are coming out real soon. They ready? I am ready. So I'm going to try to get these videos out by the end of next week. Next week is spring break, but I got things in my life I'm trying to handle. So somewhere in between there, hopefully I will be able to do a few videos. And you're going to be getting sick of me trying to get all of this news out. So I'm doing that. Those are 3 videos right there. We got to come out with a short video of Tamika and these receipts of the check, of the change check, the change information of them stealing from that girl, and all of this stuff. LaTosha then went on this, campaign to try to slander her sister or defend herself, and she got nerve enough to say she's still with Escape. That is a fact. She said it last week in an interview on the gospel station. And y'all heard, if you watch Speak on it, that Candy said, I don't never, ever want to sing with her ever again. Okay? Look, I can't keep up either. I can't keep up either. That's why I'll just put it all in one video. Put it, because this little story from the show, it's a gift that keeps on giving, okay? I'll start working on my other content when I can. But besides that, that's all I want to say. I thank you for the few people that sat in here late tonight, past my bedtime, and decided to sit and listen to me rant. If you are watching on the replay, please do me a kind service and press the like button. Share with your friends. Tell them about me. Please subscribe to the channel. It's so important that we get subscriptions. I'm trying to grow. I am growing. I will grow. And if you had a subscription, just double check and make sure that they have not taken you off of my subscription list. Thank you so much for the love, okay? And I love you back. You will see me soon. Oh yeah, one last thing. The other video, I think I'm going to wait till Good Friday. I might even listen to the girls' album. But we should bring Sister LaTosha Scott to the altar. We're going to bring her to the cross, just like they brought Jesus to the cross on Good Friday when her album coming out, okay? And we're going to talk about it, and we're going to talk about her and all of this mess that she's doing in the name of the Lord, okay? That's what I forgot to say. And thank you so much. Besides that, I think that's all, but you'll hear from me. Look in the community tab for my humor and stuff that I'm putting out. And I am going to I've been looking thick girl trying to get to that 1,000. And she's got her channel. Go follow, go help a sister out. Oh, I forgot my thought. We're gonna put some things out. I'm trying to get it together and do a few more things. I'm tired of her. I'm sick of her. Maybe she needs some real Jesus in her life. So her album comes out on Good Friday, and I'm gonna drag her ass on that Good Friday, I believe. So if all is well, thank y'all for coming to the House of the Princess. Again, like, share, and subscribe. Follow all of my friends. I'm gonna change some of the order of the friends that I like down on my main channel. Everybody's there. It's late. Go hug yourself or go snuggle up to the person that's next to you. But if nobody's ever told you that they love you today, I'm going to tell you I love you. My name is Princess A.V, and you have been watching House of the Princess. And it is time for me to turn out the lights. Have a good night.